Hello, Tas. Welcome to
Hello.
NIFELHEIM in Chicago. How are you?
Thank you. Very good, very good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we have a great album to discuss.
Oh, thank you.
So first of all, did the lineup changes happen right before Friends of Hell were about to play live?
No. Albert, the singer, we knew from before. He told us he will do only one album.
Oh, okay.
So we knew from before that on the second one he won't be. We tried to convince him, but he doesn't want to do any more music, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the guitarist John Dix, he quit by himself. He said he's not good enough for some reason. I don't know.
Well, that's okay, I guess, as long as you guys know what was coming and you were prepared for that.
Yeah, in some respect, made things easier because now everybody wants to play concerts because Albert, he wasn't up for it. He didn't want to do any gigs.
Right. And after all, this kind of music, I mean, it has to be played live. You cannot go without playing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so just looking at the album's cover artwork, I see that the band's logo it's on the bottom left, at least the version that
yes.
I have. Was there a specific reason? Because as I look at the artwork, it looks like the band is called "God Damn You to Hell."
Yes. Well, you see, this is it's, let's say, a copy of a vinyl from the 60s called The Satanic Mass by Anton LaVey from the Church of Satan. And it's exactly the same cover. And on the bottom left, as we have Friends of Hell, there was performed live by Anton LaVey.
Interesting. And I guess you had... Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
So we use this and we put on the album "Performed Dead" by Friends of Hell.
And correct me if I'm wrong. You do have another cover artwork that you drew, and actually has Anton LaVey's face on it.
Yes, it's the poster for the limited edition vinyl.
It's a poster, not a different cover. Oh, okay.
It wasn't an alternative cover. No, it's the poster that it's inside the limited edition vinyl and some pendants also. Right.
It looks a great design for a tattoo, I guess, right?
Yeah, or a t-shirt. I think it's more graphic. It will look good on a shirt.
Absolutely. Okay, so if you were to compare this album with the debut one, what would you say are the biggest main differences, aside from the lineup, of course?
I think the songwriting is better. I mean, overall, the songs are better on the second one.
Okay.
The guitar work is way better than the first one because we have these two new guitarists. They're amazing. Beelzebub of Mystifier and Spritz from Solitary Sabre. And they did an amazing guitar work. So in this respect, I would say that the guitar work mainly is way better. And although I love the voice of Albert Witchfinder from the first album, somehow I think Hellbutcher's voice fits better for Friends of Hell. For me, I like it more.
So based on what you just said, the new lineup was gathered before the songwriting started for the...
No. I had all the songs ready.
Okay.
I had all the songs and the lyrics ready. I just wasn't sure 100% that Albert doesn't want to sing. We were trying to convince him, but he didn't give in. And then we got the two new guitarists, and actually Hellbutcher joined not by chance, but we were talking one night, and I actually wanted him to do some backing vocals. And then he asked me who's going to do the main vocals, and I said, well, I don't know yet. I have to. He said, let me do it, but I didn't know he can sing so good, like with a clean voice. You know, we're used to we use Hellbutcher from the work he does for NIFELHEIM. So I wasn't sure he can sing clean, but then I trusted him and he did an amazing job.
Oh, that's a good story. I was asking about when the songwriting started because you said the guitars are better. So I was wondering, did the two guitarists bring anything to the sound of the new album?
Yeah, of course. I mean, their guitar playing is much better than the first album.
Okay.
But as I said before, I already wrote all the songs and all the lyrics.
Okay. So how long did it take you to write the music for God Damned You to Hell?
All in all, maybe 2 months, 1 month and a half.
That's quite fast.
Yeah. I mean, I have many riffs in inside my head.
And I'm asking also because the time duration is longer. The time duration of the song, some of the songs are way longer than the debut. You have cross inverter, and then all the chorus of the dark.
Yeah, that's the longest one, Sunday.
Yeah. So really inspired this one.
This happened by chance, I think. It wasn't something I planned. It wasn't. Isn't there longer songs on the first album? I think no.
No, the only long song that you had on the first one is 6 minutes. So now you have a 6-minute one, cross inverter, and then all the colors of the dark. That is
okay. We won.
And I wasn't implying that you were planning to write a longer music, man. Come on.
No, it just happened by chance, I think.
And where did you do the production? I think Spring did that.
We did it, yeah, on the studio of our guitarist Spritz. We started doing there the demo. You know, we demoed all the songs and then we recorded everything there.
Did you have the entire band at the same room recording at the same time, or did you do it separately?
No, separately. And also me, Hellbutcher, and Spritz actually recorded there. Taneli recorded in Finland and Beelzebub in Brazil. But then we mixed everything also there.
Okay. So Spritz, I was checking what other albums he had produced. Mainly it's heavy metal or a little bit of power. So how did you approach the sound of this album? Because it's, you know, old school, Venom, NIFELHEIM, all the good stuff.
I was with him all the time. But more or less he understood. He told me, tell me a couple of albums that you like the sound. So I told him about Pentagram, the first album, Relentless. I said around there. I don't like productions on doom metal music that are way too dirty. You know, when everything is like the bass is very distorted and when it's, you know, I don't want the sound to win over the songs. If you know what I mean.
Oh, no,
you know, like these sludge bands that actually there's a term for them. It's like volume over talent. So I like a quite simple, heavy but clean production, I would say.
So this sound goes back to the days, for example, Venom. They didn't do any, aside from the crappy production they had, they didn't do any additional distortion. They basically took heavy metal to another level. So this is, I think, this is what Friends of Hell are doing.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Venom, they just played on 10.
Correct.
And I know for a fact from people, from friends I have in England, that Neat Records in the studio there, the producer just had one button and it was reverb. You want more reverb? Okay, that's it. Put the reverb on 8 and it's okay.
Yeah, whatever distortion comes from the fact that being at a
yeah. I mean, I like the production of Venom, especially the first album is very, very dirty, but in a good way though.
Of course, but it's not an actual production, right? It was Kronos playing with a
it was a demo, wasn't it?
Almost. So what about the lyrics? I know that just by reading the press release, you say that the lyrics go hand in hand with the music. I mean, you cannot write music, this kind of music, and I don't know, talk about elves or wizards and stuff like that.
Some people do, but especially the ones that they want to imitate the 70s with the mushrooms and the.
True.
I always in heavy music I always liked, I would say, two types of lyrics, or like satanic and dark, or epic.
Right.
And in our case, I think because of the style we play, the satanic themes, they just work better. They fit the music.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any I don't know, tribute to NIFELHEIM in Ave Satanatas? I'm asking only because they have an EP title like that.
Yeah, I know. I did it on purpose. Also, I have another song. It says Belial's Prey, which is a song of NIFELHEIM. I did it on purpose for Hellbutcher, and he liked it. But also, if you listen to the song Ave Satanatas, the way, of course, it was a coincidence. The way that Hellbutcher is singing it, it sounds like Ave Satana Tas.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which is funny. It's like worship Satan Tas, which is me.
Was it on purpose or was it by?
No. It was a coincidence.
This is the way black metal is working, man.
Yeah. It's funny.
The good stuff always happened by accident.
Yeah.
And who is doing? I think you have some spoken words in All Colors of the Dark, right?
Yes, also in Snakes Not Suns.
Okay, who is
He's a friend of mine from the He's a friend of mine from the States. Andy. He's a priest in the Church of Satan. America, and we're friends because he's a tattooist too, and we're friends for many years. And then I said, "Hey, do you want to do some spoken words?" But towards the end of All the Colors of the Dark, there's a girl that talks. She wants to be sacrificed. This is my wife, Stacy.
Oh my God. We discussed in the beginning that we mentioned in the beginning that the band was wanted to play live. So now, although you have a full lineup, you are almost scattered around the world, right? How do you plan to arrange the touring?
The only difficult thing will be Beelzebub, because he lives in Brazil. And he's very busy with his band Mystifier. They do a lot of tours, but somehow we will manage it. I mean, we booked Muscle Rock
in Sweden.
In Sweden, 30th of May. And then I think we will do another festival in Greece, in Athens, around October. I mean, it's only the only thing is the expensive ticket of Beelzebub from Brazil, but it's okay.
Well, it depends.
We don't expect to make.
It depends what continent are you talking about. Are you talking about the States or just Europe?
I'm talking about basically Europe. Yeah. It will be better for Brazil, for the States. I was thinking of Europe,
of course,
but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I mean,
as long as there is interest about the music, in theory.
Yeah, and also we don't expect to make any money. You know, we're happy to pay. You know, with the money of the concert that they pay us, we're happy to pay the tickets and the hotels and whatever. You know,
another old school approach for this. I think I read that you have the band has a 3-record deal with Rise Above Records, correct?
Yeah.
Have you thought, although the paint is still wet on this album, have you thought of the next step for the band?
Yeah. We already talked about it, and we said that Hellbutcher and Beelzebub will come here in Cyprus, and we're going to make it together this time. We're going to write all the album together. And actually, Hellbutcher said, if we do this, it has to be the most evil album of all times. That's what he said.
I'm wondering how you can. What does this include? I mean, how you can do that? How you can plan for it?
We have to ask him. I don't know what he means.
But it sounds cool.
Yeah, he's a very good songwriter, Hellbutcher. Makes amazing songs.
So does this mean that for the third one, you will not be the only one writing the music?
I think so. We said that me, Beelzebub, and Hellbutcher will write the whole album.
Interesting.
Or maybe we make individual songs and then, everyone makes his own song and then we see.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you are involved in Mirror, March to Die. I think I forgot some Satan's Wrath. So where does Friends of Hell as a band stand? If your priorities among all these bands?
My priorities are Friends of Hell and Mirror, mostly, because they're the most active bands. March to Die for me was just a project with my nephew, and Satan's Wrath was never meant to be a live band, or it's just another project with my friend Stamos. Okay. But we said we might do a fourth album, but the two main bands are Friends of Hell and Mirror, I would say.
Okay, although you could make your own festival, man. Put all those bands together.
In Muscle Rock, we're gonna play the main stage around 8 o'clock in the evening, and then there's few bands, and then I think Hellbutcher with his band Hellbutcher, the new band, they play around 12, I think.
Oh boy!
So he's gonna have double work,
double duty.
Yeah, double duty.
I think that was these were my questions, Tas. I'm really excited for the album. As I said, I like the old school sound.
Thank you so much.
I don't know. Is this we can only get the album through Rise Above Records here in the States, or
no? I think they have a distributor in the States.
Okay, because
I'm 100% sure, because they are on Plastic Head, and it's one of the best distributions in the world.
Because you have some cool editions, some cool colors there.
Yeah. I like the picture disc. I love picture discs.
I like to look at picture discs, but I think the sound of the actual vinyl.
The sound is not as good. No.
Yeah.
I had to force Lee Dorian. I had to, please. He said, but the sound is not good. I'm like, please, I just like them. He said, okay, let's do some few for you.
I have the same issue, because I guess it's the vinyl is thinner above the picture, so therefore the sound is not good. But hey,
it's not as good.
Yes. Is there anything else that you would like to add that I forgot to ask?
No, I think that was good.
Great. I hope, unless you have already discussed these things about crossing the Atlantic and coming to the States, I hope I will see
hopefully
Friends of Hell
hopefully
in the States.
Yeah, we would love to. If some promoter bring us, we're gonna go for it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great evening.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, man. Thank you.
And have a great live shows, at least the ones that you have announced.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, man.